All right, so I recorded a whole like 5 minute video and like had no audio on it. Derp. I had my stuff wrong, but I found this interesting. I found this newsletter this morning by chance because my internet was down and I usually don't check my emails, but since the only screen I had on my computer was emails, I saw this guy's newsletter. Very good channel, very good Substack. Substack I recommend for those of you who don't want to be banned. I think you can get away with just speaking your mind. This is a fantastic article because it's not even really an article. It's just examples of when people like the way society always picks on the younger generation, and I'm kind of in the middle of it. So and I'm seeing people in my I'm seeing these Instagram accounts where people are like, oh, when I was a kid, blah blah blah. It's just like stop it. Just go away. But yeah, this is funny. Young people are highly minded because they have not been humbled by life. Duh. My grandma told me about this. They think they know everything and are always quite sure about it. This is true, and it was true for me. Like my grandma said to me once, she said, "I wish I could be your age and know everything." And it was the funniest thing because she cut me right in half. She had that Scottish wisdom that just, okay, she shut my shit down in a second. That was pretty funny. But then if you keep going with this, then I'm going backwards with this article for a reason because I think it's better to work the way up to the present instead of go the way down the way he did this, but still a fantastic article. Uh, First century BC. The beardless youth, as if you need a beard to what? Be a man or something? Like I don't no, you won't. This is too much facial hair for me right now. Does not foresee what is useful and is squandering his money. Well, yeah, a lot of people waste their money. But has anything ever changed? Yeah. Um, our This is circa 20 BC. Uh, this is presumably not English, but translated. Our sire's age was worse than our grandsires. We are their sons and are more worthless than they are. Imagine viewing yourself as worthless. I no. So in our churn, we shall give the world a progeny yet more corrupt. So when you see this stuff on YouTube saying like all women are whores and all men are guys who just want to play video games, keep this in mind. This is 20 BC. Think about that. That black pill stuff, leave it. Don't even go there. You can make a better impact. You can help, whether you got kids or don't, you can help the world. Everybody can. I believe. Anyway, and this one makes me laugh. Modern fashions seem to keep growing more debased. The ordinary spoken language has also steadily coarsened, getting more like, what else is new, right? This is 1300s in presumably Japan. Yeah. Um, let's see. 1624. Youth were never more saucy, yea, never more savagely saucy, and ancient are scorned, honorable are contempted. Does that mean they have contempt for them? I think magistrate is not dreaded. So you're supposed to fear who's honorable, number one. Who decides who's honorable? I mean, we all have our own concept of that. The magistrate is not dreaded. So you're supposed to. A good society. So this people have been whining about younger people forever. This is why I make this video. It's for everybody at every age to see how nothing has ever changed. And this is a biblical principle because in the book of Ecclesiastes, it is said that nothing changes under the sun. And while our technology has certainly changed and the way we interact with each other, human behavior, no, hasn't changed. And we'll keep going. Let's see, 1790. The free access which many young people have to romances, novels, and plays has poisoned the mind and corrupted the morals of many promising youth. In other words, reading books is bad. Pretty much. Nothing else to say about that. That's 1790. This is about the time the average person had access to a book. Think of it as like the average time a person had access to the internet and that kind of thing. That's similar, right? This is when the printing press was good enough and you could get a book. Like if you worked hard enough, maybe one book, maybe two books, maybe five books, but yeah, depending on how wealthy you were, you know. 1843. Girls who drive coal carts, I guess that'd be cars, ride astride upon horses, drink, swear, fight, and smoke, whistle, and care for nobody. The morals of the children are tenfold worse than the formerly. So these kids today, right? Nothing changes. I mean, oh, okay. In 1843, all women are whores, right? Okay, that's basically, you know, and then all men play video games, that kind of thing. It's the same BS, all of it. An attitude on the part of the young folk which is best described as grossly thoughtless, rude, and utterly unselfish, or utterly selfish. Now that sounds like the modern day version of like Instagram and stuff like that, where people are just kind of like thoughtless, rude, leaving bad comments and whatnot. But we had no internet then. Let's see here. Women who were painted like prostitutes, throwing off every kind of social restraint. All of these go to prove that it is now the vulgar mob that gives the tone. Again, sounds just like social media as you know it now, right? I mean, it even has the word social in there. Um, and this was during a time when the economy was in an absolute devastating phase, but yet people found time to be like that. Um, I find it interesting. Let's see, 51. Many young people are so pampered nowadays that they had forgotten that there was such a thing as walking. So, what they're lamenting is, I guess, that people have cars now and nobody walks in LA, but, you yeah, I suppose they have more convenience and more ability to get around. Does that make them bad? Is that a problem? Depends. Uh, it's good to walk, you know. Now we're getting closer to my time. Not quite. I was kind of young during this time, but yeah, it's the first generation in American history to live so well and complain so bitterly about it. Well, mm, I could argue a bit about that. I think that's the beginning of the decline in the ability for, say, a younger person to own a house. Wasn't quite so bad in '93. I was too young to do such a thing, but um, you started to have the financialization of everything begin, and the interest rates kept having to go like down to nothing, to get everybody happy who was older. And so I would say that the people of 1993 had it kind of good compared to now, but it was economically challenging. Yeah. Yeah, if you were like turning 18, say that year. Then you have my time. They have trouble making decisions. They would rather hike in the Himalayas than climb the corporate ladder. Well, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't rather do something fun? Not that I want to climb the Himalayas, but I would consider that a metaphor for like hiking. And I did a lot of hiking. And I tried really hard to make money. Yeah, at that time. I did both, to be honest. I'm a prolific person. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't blame someone for rather wanting to go on a hike than work hard. No, I wouldn't. So this was a fantastic article. Definitely linking to it. Um, by chance, I ended up with it in my inbox, and I saw it. Um, Very cool newsletter. I recommend you subscribe to it and also if you are of the mind to write and speak your mind and like not get banned, like a lot of people are now. Like a lot of people I've been talking to, like I'm getting messages and stuff. People are just like, I got banned. So uh, I recommend that you look at sites like Substack to do such things as if you want to blog and you want to type things that people might want to read. I recommend it as a good idea. I don't have a blog. I'm too busy with other things, but I do think that it's cool. And if I had a blog, it would probably be here. So yeah, y'all have a good one. And yeah.